right? So differentiating trig functions. Well, it's a good thing to stop it doing a lot of writing. Alright, so I'm going to draw like a table here. So let's say we have f of x, and f of x would represent the function. For example, sine. Can anybody see this thing here clearly? Except for my writing skills?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so on the right hand side we have f prime, and f prime would represent what will happen when we differentiate these trig functions. So anytime we differentiate sine, we get cos. When we differentiate cos or cosine, we get negative sine x. If we differentiate sine with a number inside, for example, let's call it a, say ax. So a represents a constant. So let's say a is 5. What's going to happen with the 5? The 5 going to come outside when I differentiate it. That's going to be a cos. I want you to write back the 5 again, back inside ax. You guys follow that?
Yes, sir.
If we differentiate cos ax, what happens? The a gonna come outside. But you know, when we differentiate cos, we get a negative, so it'll be negative a sine ax. Alright? When we differentiate tan, we get something called, let me say this properly, sec square x. Alright? And you're wondering what is sec, you know? Well, the 1 over sine. Is it 1 over sine? Is something called cosec. Or the reciprocal of sine is cosec. The reciprocal of cosec, sorry, the reciprocal of cos. What do you think is the reciprocal of cos? Cos x.
Negative sine x.
Go, you get that, man? No, man, it will be sec x. Alright? So I'm trying to relate what is sec squared x. So the reciprocal of cos x is sec x. Alright? And when we reciprocate tan, by the way, these are not really in the syllabus here. Them something here. But I'm trying to explain, you know, what this is all about or where it comes from. So when you reciprocate, so maybe you get to do maths somewhere else in the future. When you reciprocate tan, you get something called cot x. Alright? So make a note of that. Tell me when you're through.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody else writing? Remember, you can always just screenshot this, and then you put everything properly in your notebook, because time. This thing here is time. All right. Let's look at a few examples. So I'm gonna erase this. Hold on. No, I don't have to erase it. There's a new. I can go to a new board. So that's bad enough. Watch it. And if I want to, I can switch back to the old board. As a matter of fact, I think I can save these boards, but I want you to write it still. But anyway, let's look at a few examples. All right, so if, all right, find f prime. F prime means to differentiate. If f of x is equal to 3 sine x minus 2 all right. So answer, well, if we look back, if you differentiate sine, what do we get? Cosine. But you notice that a 3 the right answer, not true. Let us ignore the 3. So in other words, nothing happens to this 3. So we're just going to differentiate the sine x. And when we differentiate sine x, what do we get? Cos x. So the answer for this part is just 3 cos x. All right, let's go over here now. Very interesting. Now you notice we have a 2 right here, right? So this 2 is also just like this 3. All right. Now, and you also notice that we have a constant inside the angle part of this thing here, 4x. All right. So let's go to our notes. So we want to differentiate cos. So we're going to use this thing here, not true? So if you differentiate cos ax, what's going to happen to this a? It comes out and becomes negative sine ax. All right. So what's going to happen is that this 4 is going to come out and meet up with the 2. Is that?
Go times it.
Right. I end up with 2 times 4, which is what? 8. But you notice there's a negative. Right. You know there's a negative here, right? Not true? But what you also notice is that when you differentiate cos itself, it's a negative. So what's going to happen is that these 2 negative. So when you differentiate cos, you get negative. And the negative is also there. So those 2 negative will give you a what? Positive. Everybody clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Right. And then when you differentiate cos, you get sine and then you write back the 4x. And that's the answer. So these questions are not difficult, but they are very, very tricky. All right, try this one for me. So it's the same instruction. Find f prime Wow, this thing is really difficult to write out. All right, try that one for me. Correct. You all agree?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is not so bad. Let's do one more. One last one, or probably two. All right, try that one for me.
Sir, 5 that.
Yeah, it's 5. So that bad and sure. Alright, try those two quickly. Anybody who finish can go ahead. Come on in. You can't have a manga yard, man.
No, I can't hear that.
Everybody could hear. But everybody was listening. Everybody was listening.
I background character to Mango.
It's a background characters. All right, cool. All right, seriously, guys. Less than 3 minutes. I really don't want to for this to end and we don't answer this. Anybody with the first part?
It costs 4x.
All right, so dy dx
3x.
is 8 cos 4x. Apart now.
3x negative 4.
Well, it will be negative 3 x to the what? Negative 4, not true?
Negative 4.
Right. How happens when you differentiate negative 5?
0.
Right,
No.
you get 0.
Oh,
Yeah, man, you get 0.
oh. But you see negative in front there.
Well, it doesn't matter. Negative or positive, you get a 0. All right.
Okay.
And we're gonna rewrite this and put the negative 4 down to give us a positive 4. So we're gonna rewrite our answer as 8 cos 4x subtract 3 all over x to the positive 4. And that's our answer for part A. Anybody with part B? 6x square. What else?
-7.
-7 sin x. Very good, Tashi. All right, guys. So I'll see you around. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna try to upload this on YouTube. I don't know how much.
No, please don't.
No, man. I'll edit. I'll edit it. I'll edit.
Sorry, your handwriting might scare them.